What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode, and today we are talking about underrated sleeper cars no one talks about. These cars are definitely well above average when it comes to what they offer and how they look. It's just they coast under the radar because a lot of people don't think they come with too much. So if you're in the market looking for a car and you want to be different, okay, you want to stand out, but you want to stand out in your own way and have something that a lot of people don't know about, look no further. This list is for you. But without further ado, let's talk about it. Bring it in. What's good, y'all? So, of course, before we start this video, gotta shout out the merch. Make sure you check out lowesalesapparel.com. Okay, get your t-shirts, get your hoodies, get your sweatshirts, whatever you need, I got you. We did drop the new t-shirts as well. Boost now, break later, with the respect to build on the back. Okay, you already know that goes a long way. Whether you're working on your car, you want people to respect that build, or you're working on your fitness, you want people to respect that build. You already know how that goes. So if you're looking for clothes, look no further. Check out the website, get what you need, and look good while you're doing it. You feel me? Let's get into this video though. Number one, that will be a 2018 to 2020 Buick Regal GS all-wheel drive. This came equipped with a 3.6 liter V6, 310 horsepower, 282 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60, what we talking? 5.4 seconds. So, fun fact, back in the day, I had to put y'all on the other Regal GS that a lot of people actually liked. It was a smaller, compact version of this car that still looked good, that a lot of people slept on. This one right here is the last version of this car, so it's more updated than the previous one, but it is a little bigger. But beyond that, it has more tech, it's all-wheel drive, and the interior look good. The exterior still look good as well, but again, people are not checking for this car. This is something that you could jump in and people be like, what is that? If you debadge this car, people really don't understand or know what this car is. It stands out from a standpoint of if you're gonna invest money into it, put a little body kit on here, lower it. This will definitely turn heads when you spend money on it. Now, mind you, this car was actually average to above average reliability as well. So you're not gonna get caught out there looking too crazy with this car. But when issues did arise, you will run into engine stalling, transmission issues, and electrical issues. So usually, like I mentioned before, the Buick is usually a front wheel drive car. So that would take some of the fun out of it. And also just launching, things like that. You spinning them tires up. This will be an all-wheel drive, gives you the capabilities of not only launching when you do tune this engine, but also being able to come out of the corners as fast as possible, with the all-wheel drive, okay? And again, a lot of people are not talking about this car. I actually haven't seen anyone talk about this car, to be honest with you. And you just don't see this car often at all. It was only out for a limited time, so it's technically rare as well. Okay, so if you do see this, know that that person was really looking for a specific car and they jumped into it. Unless they was just on a dealership and they got lucky. But usually that ain't gonna happen. If somebody buy this, they was looking for this in particular. And a lot of people just don't know about it. So this is definitely a great option for you if you're trying to be different and jump out the window and get something that's clean. Number two, that will be a 2018 to 2022 Ford F-150 XLT four-wheel drive. This came equipped with a 5-liter V8, 395 horsepower, 400 pound-feet of torque. But they raised it in 2021. They raised it to 400 horsepower, only 5, but hey, I ain't complaining. 410 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60, what we talking? 5.9 seconds. So, if you don't know, this actually has the Coyote engine. So this is the engine that comes out of the Mustang V8 that you got in this truck right here. And if you in the West Coast area, a lot of people from Cali, they already know about this car. They tuning it, they going crazy with it. This is a sleeper build in all aspects of how you want to describe a sleeper build. It's a pickup truck. You can get the single cab with it, okay? Lower this, put some decent drag tires on here, and go crazy. After you tune the engine a little bit, tune the training, whatever you need to do, this car is pretty much a TRX. but lighter than the TRX. So it actually has a higher upside if you're looking for speed and you're looking for something that is also practical. You can still put things in the back of this even after you tune it, okay? This car is definitely different because a lot of people who want speed don't necessarily want size and practicality. They want something that's quick and agile and able to handle itself around the corners. But this right here is for that different type of breed, okay? This is that person who really wants speed and they probably already got their cars. They said, no, I want a truck that can do the same thing that's different from the TRX that everyone knows, right? This is something that's definitely going to stand out once you actually tune in and people learn about you. But beyond that, if nobody knows who you are and what you pulling up in, everybody gonna sleep at the light thinking you got a regular pickup truck, especially if you leave it like white, you don't do anything to the body or the exterior of this car. Nobody's gonna know anything. But if you want them to know stuff, they can still see it and be like, yo, that look like a fast truck, but they won't know how fast it is. Okay, so definitely a super sleeper. If you're looking for a sleeper that's also practical, this is definitely going to be the whip to jump into. But I digress. Number 3, let's just stick to trucks for right now. And that will be a 2004 to 2006 Dodge Ram SRT 10. This came equipped with an 8.3 liter V10, 500 horsepower, 525 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60, what we talking? 4.9 seconds. So, in order to know this, you just had to know. Okay, a lot of people did know about the Dodge Ram, but a lot of people didn't. This one in particular came with a Dodge Viper engine, okay, a V10. You heard that right. This had a V10 in it, and of course, it's not going to be the most economy friendly, right? You're going to be at the gas station more times than not. But this is still going to be something that you can experience with a V10 Viper engine, but it's in a truck. So it's different. No one's expecting it. How many Dodge Rams have you seen in traffic on the streets that might have a bright red color, might look a little sporty here and there? They just look a little aggressive. No one, I mean no one, is expecting to see a Dodge Ram with a V10 engine in it, especially like I mentioned before, if you debadge it. You debadge this car, no one's ever expecting this. No one's ever seeing this coming. And when you do drop with it, they're going to respect you because they're going to know, oh, wait, not only did you do your research and your due diligence, but you definitely popped out with something that stands out, that really is legendary, okay? And everybody can respect it. And let's say you don't even want the truck. You could go ahead and see if you can find something that you could swap this engine into, okay? And do your thing that way. Either way, I think this will definitely be a great option for you, and also a rare option, but also a car that could potentially hold some value going forward, because we already know Dodge has no plans of putting in no V10s in their cars. As far as I know, you let me know if y'all heard anything different, but this is definitely just going to be different. You'll see someone pull up in the Ram TRX, but if somebody pull up in the SRT with the V10, who's getting more attention? You tell me. This car was actually average to above average. When issues did arise, we would run into the harmonic balancer issues, transmission issues, power steering leaks, and electrical issues. Not too crazy, but still not that cheap neither. But this is not going to be something that's stupid expensive. It's just going to be something that's super different. And I mean, it does have a V10, and if you can get parts, you should be good. But that could be an issue at times, looking for parts to keep this car running at tip-top shape. But I think it's worth it to have something that's different that no one else has, that's also just unique in its own way, okay? But that's just my take on it. Let's move on. Number 4, that will be a 2022 to 2023 Hyundai Kona N. This came equipped with a 2-liter inline-4, 276 horsepower, 289 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60, what we talking? 5.1 seconds. So this is actually a different type of car, y'all. Now, I don't expect anybody to bring up a Hyundai Kona when they're talking about sports cars or cars that they would like to buy and tune, right? But why not? This car is another car that's flying completely under the radar, that is actually equipped and eligible to not only drive fast, but you can take it around corners and it's going to handle it as well. This is a different looking type of car, so you may like or dislike it, but it kind of reminds me of, like, you know, old racing games like Midnight Club 1 days, you feel me, when it just had like cars that look completely different, but they just had a lot of potential because they was either fast or they just looked good, like they just looked different enough to look good. Okay, this car right here, me personally, I don't think it looks bad at all. I've seen very few of these in the public, in the open, out in the areas, you feel me? But this is still something that's super rare. Not many people talk about it, not many people have it. But again, this car can be tuned to be quicker. It's a fun little pocket rocket type car, and it's still practical. It does have some space here and there. It's not the biggest car, it's a very small, compact, quote unquote sedan slash wagon type, however you really want to put it. It's a weird little segment, but from my perspective, it's definitely a cool car. It's definitely going to be reliable. When it came to reliability, it's actually good reliability. So although it is a newer car, these cars didn't have many issues to go along with it. But if you did run into issues you would run into were powertrain issues and the high pressure fuel pump. So the high pressure fuel pump is definitely something that you want to just address with this car to potentially get one that can take higher power, you feel me, more power, especially if you plan on tuning this car, because that was a main issue, like Achilles heel of this car. It always had issues, and that goes for the Elantra end as well when we talked about that car back in the day. But again, this car is definitely going to stand out when you put some money into it, and it's just going to be different. No one's talking about it, no one's driving it, and I think it's cool enough to just have as a maybe second or third car to just go crazy with. You know, you can do whatever you want with this and not worry about nothing on the back end. Okay, I would, if I had a car like this, I'm running into the dirt. I'm gonna take care of it, but I'm gonna go crazy with it. I'm gonna give it everything it got. You feel me? Why not? Okay, and you're still gonna be under warranty unless you go super crazy with the mods. But I think it's a worthy car and something that y'all could jump in. And also, this is probably one of the cheapest cars on this list as well, so keep that in mind. If you're looking to save some money and not looking to break the bank, jump in this right here, work your way up to other cars on this list and do it the right way, you feel me? But that's just my take on it. Let's move on. Number 5, that would be a 2015 to 2018 Porsche Macan GTS. This came equipped with a 3-liter V6, 360 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60, what we talking? 4.4 seconds. So fun fact, y'all, not gonna lie to you, I was actually looking to cop one of these possibly for the channel, but the prices wasn't really pricing the way I wanted them to price. I'll just be honest with you. And on top of that, they didn't have the most aftermarket support. But these cars are great nonetheless. This is a car that you get whether you have a small family or no family at all, and you just want something that's a little bigger, a little higher up off the ground, and you still want to have fun like you got a traditional small coupe or very small compact fast car. This is one of those type of cars. It does not handle like a SUV or even a mini SUV. This car handles like a car and better than a lot of cars. And a lot of people don't know about this car, or a lot of people just sleep on it. They look at it as, oh, you know, that's just a Macan. It's one of the lowest trims of a Porsche. No, that's not the way you look at this car. This car right here is very capable. It's very quick. Okay, it looks good, especially if you spend some more money on the exterior to make it look a little better. But this car is definitely going to be something that's fun to drive at all times. It's still going to be big enough for you to at least fit some things in it, drop the seats and have a little more space in it, do what you need to do. And again, it's premium. It's still a Porsche. You jump in this, everything is on point. The steering is super tight. You got the whole infotainment screen and all the buttons that you need, and it just looks expensive. Exterior and interior, right? Especially interior. It just looks expensive. It looks like it's high quality, and it stands out, and it drives good. It even sounds good. Okay, so I think this car actually checks all boxes, especially if you're trying to get into something that's underrated that a lot of people are not driving or talking about. When it came to reliability, it's actually above average to good reliability. Okay, surprisingly. Now, of course, it's a Porsche, top tier foreign, so things will cost. And when you did run into issues, one of the biggest issues of this car was the transfer case. Okay, but they have updated things where it's easier to work on that issue, because initially and before in the beginning it took them a very long time to get these problems worked out with the transfer case, which would then add a lot more money on labor time, which would then add a lot more money for you to drop when it got fixed. But they have actually updated it since then, so you would worry about the transfer case, but just check on that. The timing chain cover leaks, coolant leaks, and electrical issues. So not the craziest, not the most expensive, but definitely more expensive than more cars on this list, because it's a foreign, it's a Porsche. You already know how that goes. But once again, if you check and just make sure the transfer case was addressed, and if it wasn't, you could double check to see if there was any recalls on this car. See if Porsche would actually come out and fix it on their own. But of course, you got to get one within the right years and the mileage as well for that to be covered, right? But I still think this is a great option for you to jump into. It's a good looking car, and like I said, it's probably going to handle better than pretty much every car on this list, to be honest with you. So if that's something that you're looking for, not even necessarily straight line speed, but corner speed, definitely jump into this right here. But just like that, y'all, that's my list. Underrated sleeper cars no one talks about, but you already know how I do. I always got to drop a bonus on you, and the bonus of the day would be a 2019, a 2021 Jaguar F-Pace SVR. This came equipped with a 5-liter V8, 550 horsepower, 502 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60, what we talking? 3.9 seconds. So this is different, y'all. This is very different. No one's talking about this. You look like you handling things when you drive this. You look like life is going well for you, like things are very successful in your business endeavors and your workforce, okay? You look like you got some things in line. And believe it or not, depreciation hit this car. Well, that is actually very believable. But it hit it enough to where this car is definitely a nice bargain for you to jump in. And you jump into this, as long as you can keep up with the maintenance, gonna be good money. This car right here is gonna stand out everywhere you go. Okay, and a lot of people don't talk about this because personally, a lot of people don't go for the top trim of this Jaguar. And mind you, Jaguar hasn't been the most successful company as for the past few years, so a lot of people have been actually scared to jump into one. But I tell you this right now, you jump into this right here, you will not be disappointed. This is something that many people do not have. This car is going to sound great. It's going to look great, okay? And it's not going to handle like a Macan GTS, right? But it's pretty much going to handle all needs that you need it to handle. And it's going to do it in style, of course, most importantly, right? When it came to reliability, this car was actually average to above average reliability. Believe it or not, that's usually not in the same sentence with Jaguar, but this right here was definitely a car that was tested, and a lot of people have had success with this car in the past. But mind you, it's a Jaguar. You know you got to have some money in the cut just in case things do go wrong, because as with any car, things will go wrong. And the main issue for this car, realistically, is just electrical issues. Okay, I haven't really seen too many consistent issues with this car that stood out to where everybody is talking about them and saying look out for this or look out for that. Other than normal wear and tear, electrical issues is the main thing that was highlighted in this car that you should definitely check out and look out for. But again, I think if you got some money saved up and you've been looking to get something that just has a super premium feel, but you didn't want to pay top tier premium money, this is what you want to go with. All right, no one's talking about this car neither, and it looked good. All right, it sound good. It's gonna do what you need it to do, and again, you're gonna stand out and have something that no one else has. Okay, and I think that's gonna be official. So that's my list, y'all. Underrated sleeper cars. But if it was up to me, what would I go with? I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna have to either get that Porsche Macan GTS or that F-Pace SVR. Okay, I gotta go with one of those because they are super official. But if I'm really trying to save some money and just jump out with a very smaller budget, I'm jumping in that Kona N. No issues, no problems. Okay. I don't really care too much. I think every car on this list is official in its own right, but it just depends on where you are at financially and what you're willing to spend. All right. But mind you, I think all these cars is definitely going to handle all your needs that you really got for them. And you're going to be excited when you jump into these and you're not going to regret your purchase. But y'all let me know what y'all will go with, okay? And also, if you're looking to tune or mod your car, make sure you check the link in my description. I got you. Whatever you need can be sent to you in a timely manner, and you can mod your car on the fly, do it yourself, get the chips that you need for the OBD port, whatever you need to do, I got you covered. So make sure you check the link in my description, and also make sure you check out lowexcelsapparel.com. Get your t-shirts, get your hats, get your hoodies, get your sweatshirts, okay? Whatever you need, make sure you get it and look good while you're doing it. All right, but that's the video of the day. If you like it, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe, and just like that, I'm out of here. Peace.